What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? Hello, I'm Joe, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and trusting me to entertain you, and also thank you so much for being patient. This has been a really weird time. As you've seen by the title of this video, this is going to be more of a relaxed video, just like an update video, just like what's Joe been doing, why hasn't Joe uploaded like she's promised us, all the good things. We've had good things, weird things, all kind of crazy things happen. Just kind of like, what's going on kind of thing. But I'm also going to do a little get ready with me while I'm doing it. I'm not going to really talk through and like explain what I'm doing while I get ready. I'm just going to get ready and talk to you guys. But before I do that, I wanted to show you guys something. As I've mentioned before in a previous video, the brand Julia Jewelry, it's Julia. They reached out to me and asked if they could send me a piece of jewelry for me to show my subscribers and give my honest opinion based on what I really thought of their jewelry, and I absolutely loved the product that they sent me. The product I chose was a personalized necklace. It looks like this, and it says Joe in like this really cute handwriting / cursive type thing, and it's sterling silver, and it's a gorgeous necklace. Now the cool thing is I know I've showed you guys this before. I've gotten so many compliments on this, first of all, but it is an adjustable chain. Like, as you can see, I'll turn it around. The cool thing I love about this is the Joe doesn't move. It's attached right there. So it is an adjustable choker. I think it adjusts from like 14 inches to 18 inches by chance, maybe 14 to 16 inches. But anyways, that's how I want my chokers anyway. I want them to rest like literally right there. I think that's so cute. But anyways, I did already have one before. However, it fell off. I let my little sister clip it on me, and if anybody knows my little sister, she doesn't really pay attention to what she's doing often, but she didn't clip it all the way on because at some point it literally just fell off my neck. I was like, I should have known, because as I was pulling like this, like I always do this to make sure it's like good and clasped. After she did it, I felt like kind of like a tug, almost like it was just like not looped in. It was just kind of clipped on the chain. But I pulled a little bit harder, and it must have just been stuck because it wasn't actually looped, because it eventually fell off during the day. But I reached out to them and told them what happened. I told them that the clasp was loose. I thought it was going to be okay, but it wasn't. And then they agreed to send me another one, which I just wanted to mention that because that was super cool. So I do want to go ahead and show you guys again that piece of jewelry and just show you how it comes packaged. I'm a sucker for packaging, but it comes in this really pretty packaging. It comes with this little gift bag. I guess if you wanted to give it as a gift, or also in this little gift bag it has like the jewelry cleaner, and if you did want to give it as a gift, it does have like a little card that you can do. It does have like the sterling silver cleaner in it, and then you open it up and you have a little booklet from jewelry from their company. There's coupons in there, and then it came in this like velvet feeling, super soft matte box. It's super cute, and then it was inside of there with the velvet, you know, cushion or whatever. But it is so cute. I absolutely love this brand, and I also love that they were so willing to send me another necklace after mine fell off, because it's literally my all-time favorite necklace. I think it is so cute. But anyways, without further ado, we're gonna jump right into this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and give this video a big thumbs up. Okay, so I went ahead and threw on my foundation, and I started on my concealer, and I was like, I should probably start the video again. But anyways, this concealer doesn't really match just right for me, but that is okay. It's a little too yellow for me right now. This is my summer shade concealer, but it's fine. But anyways, okay, so much has happened. First of all, you guys know I've been doing that big giveaway that I posted on my YouTube. It's been going on for just a bit now. I extended it into Saturday, and there was a lot of things that you guys could win, and there's 2 prizes, and I was going to select a winner today. Yesterday I told you guys you had until yesterday to enter, and I was going to select a winner today. I am going to extend that one more week, and the only reason I'm extending it one more week is because I was doing that contingent on the fact that I would have more videos up during the giveaway time. But because I didn't, I don't feel like it's fair to my subscribers. For the ones that did not see the previous videos, they do not know about the giveaway. So we have one more week. So this coming up Saturday will be the final day to enter, and I am cutting it off at that point. And you will wake up Sunday morning, this next Sunday morning, and you will see a winner. I know people have had questions about that, so if you are a loyal follower, you will see this video, and you will see that is why you did not see a winner this morning. Because really the giveaway is for my subscribers and for new subscribers, and just the fact that I did not upload as I promised because of all this crazy stuff that's been going on in our world. It's kind of thrown me off. It's thrown off my routine. Obviously, it's thrown off everybody's routine. So that is why I'm going to extend it a little bit, so that since I'm going to upload this week twice, I'm going to pick up back into my normal routine. I'm going to upload and give my subscribers an opportunity to enter that. So I was hoping I'd have more videos up than this, but I didn't, and so that explains what I'm about to talk about. So first of all, the cool thing, as you guys have seen by my Facebook or Instagram or whatever you follow me on, because I have been posting it on everything, if you follow me on Facebook, whenever I was doing like all the Facebook lives and stuff, if you follow me there, then you know that I have a friend that I met via social media. I met her, this November will be 3 years, and we met through social media. We had both were following this page, and just like her comments, it was a Pearl page that we were both watching, and her comments and stuff were like, I was just like, oh my, sorry if I keep doing this, my mirror's back there and my camera's kind of right in my face, so that's why. But anyways, her comments on the lives and stuff, like, I don't know about y'all, but that's how I make my friends. When I see people that are equally like have that weird sense of humor as me, and like really dry but like hilarious, and like it's those people that only a few people will actually get. Other people think they're just being mean. Yeah, that's my kind of people. So anyways, I saw some of her comments and I was just like, that girl, I need to be friends with her. So anyways, I ended up adding her on Facebook, and it was funny because after I added her, this was her reply. And she was just like, oh, I'm so glad you added me because I was totally going to add you, but I don't want to seem like a stalker. And I was like, it's okay, I'm a major stalker over here. So anyways, from that point on, I don't know if you guys have heard of Marco Polo, but it is an app. If you've not ever heard of it, it's actually a fantastic app, especially for busy moms, because it's like text messaging but over video, and you can see when the person is watching you live or if they're not watching, so you kind of know if they've seen it or if they're just busy or whatever. But you just video chat, it's not like FaceTime. You don't have to sit there and respond. You pick up the phone, and if you have a Miss Marco, you watch the video and you reply in the video, and you just keep going. It just keeps going like that. Well, that has been our thing. Like, we all had Marco Polo. It was when it was getting real popular then, a few years ago, and we added each other on Marco Polo. Her husband was overseas, and so she had a lot of just like, she needed that like friend time, you know what I'm saying? Because she has 3 kids and no husband to help. He was gone, and so she was kind of doing everything on her own, and no adult interaction, nobody to watch her kids so she could get out of the house. Like, you know, you mamas know how it is. So anyways, we started talking on Marco Polo. We texted a couple of times, and then we started tacoing. God, I'm so fat. We started talking on Marco Polo, and became really close because I'm a stay-at-home mom as well, and I just literally crave adult interaction, and she craved it even more so than I, because she didn't have her husband. And so we got really close, talking every single day for years, with just the more or less just like a dream of meeting each other one day. Didn't think it would actually happen, just because she lives in Arizona, I live in Alabama. That's like 24 or 30 hours away, 25, 30 hours away, I don't know, something like that. But it's so far away. She lives way far away, and it's so unfortunate because we did become so close. But anyways, we talked every day, if not every other day, on this app where we just chit chat or we text. We got to know each other's kids and families. We sent Christmas gifts and birthday gifts and just all the fun things. We just realized we were so much alike, and we had a very similar weird sense of humor, which y'all know if you find a friend that's anything like that, you cling to that person. And so her and I we were a lot alike in that sense. And anyway, there were multiple times where we thought that her husband's job was going to get her to move closer to where we live and we'd be able to see her. And then, you know, we were with each other through a lot of stuff, but virtually. Like, I got pregnant and had a baby. Her husband went overseas, came back, and then went back overseas. Both of our babies started kindergarten. You know, just a bunch of like big emotional things for a mother and for a wife that we went through together. So, but all virtually, you know. So, sorry, I'm looking for my blush brush. So anyway, meeting each other was just not realistic at the time. But it was always fun to just like think of it and dream of it and all those things. But things lined up at the first of this year, and she texted me and she was like, by the way, I don't know if I told you, but when we get our taxes back, I'm coming to see you. And I was like, what? But it wasn't a reality for me because I was just like, that's something we had talked about and been so excited about for 3 years. Never thought it would actually come to it. I mean, we knew each other, meet each other one day, but didn't think it would actually happen this soon. Just because we have families, you know, it's not just as like hopping on a plane. Even if you had the money, it's not just like that. There's a lot of things you have to line up, So, when she told me that, I was like, okay, until it actually is confirmed and your ticket is booked, I'm going to try not to freak out and be so excited. So, I turned 30 this year, March 21st, and when she went to go book it, she was like, you know, when is exactly your birthday? And I told her, and I told her I had like these plans that I had, and she was like, also, if you want to make it a drinking game, drink every time I say like or because I'm terrible at it. But, see? So she said as soon as she got her money, she would book it or whatever. And the next thing I know, she sends me a screenshot. She booked to come see me on my birthday weekend. When I got that screenshot that she had paid for the flight, I cannot tell you the excitement that came over me. Like, I was over the top excited because this was literally, like I said, it was a dream. It was something that we didn't really expect to happen so soon. But I don't know if you guys have ever had any social media or virtual friends. It almost sounds ridiculous, but anyway, she booked her flight for my birthday weekend. We were on the countdown, and what seemed like forever to get here, we were literally counting down. Like, I will insert clips. So yeah, as you can tell, we were very excited, even though, like I said, we had been waiting 3 years. Once that became 3 weeks, it seemed like another 3 years. So anyway, then all this stuff started happening with the coronavirus, and it has literally, it has been the longest, it was the longest wait ever, because we were just waiting. First we were like, oh my god, if this actually comes to the US, because everybody was predicting that it would be in the US, like there was already a confirmed case and all that. And we were like, oh my god, are you kidding? Like, after 3 years. And we were like, oh god, if it comes to the US, like, people are going to freak out. Not thinking it would affect our trip. But then, and if we're just being really honest, I didn't take it as serious. I did not take it serious in the beginning. Like, I really didn't think it was a thing. I was like, you know, they're taking precautions. You know, I mean, y'all know how media does this sometimes. And so, or a lot of the time, really. And so I was just like, you know what? I'll panic when I should panic. You know what I mean? we didn't think much of it. And then, of course, you guys all know, you've been there, you're experiencing it with us all. Things escalated really, really quickly, like insanely quickly, to the point that things started getting to the U.S. And I mean, there was a point where my mom, like, before it even hit the U.S., like before it even got here, my mom and my stepdad had bought an emergency, like this emergency kit or whatever, and she told me, which my mom sometimes is like over prepared, but she was like, yeah, we bought this, you know, kit, it's got non-perishable food, it's got like first aid, all this stuff. And she was like, just in case this virus gets to US, because they said if it gets to US, we'll be just like China and we'll be shutting down. And I was kind of laughed it off, not gonna lie. I was like, oh my god, are you kidding me? Well, that made for a really awkward moment this past week, because the US is actually shutting down now. But anyways, back to the story. We were like, okay, wait a minute, this is actually in the US and people are actually freaking out, like this is a big deal. And she even was like, oh my god, I really hope this doesn't affect our trip. And we're like, no, surely not. I mean, that's literally 2 weeks away, you know. It's not going to escalate that quickly. So, the time come and things actually started shutting down. My birthday was March 21st. By March 19th, literally, businesses had already started shutting down. Like, you couldn't eat inside, restaurants, you know, there was some places that were already at a shelter in place. And so we were really expecting that, you know, international flights were already being canceled. So we were expecting that domestic flights would also be canceled. And the trip that we had so longed for would not happen. But, thankfully, I know this is probably not going to be popular, probably get some hate, but she was able to come. The flights weren't canceled, but there were a lot of shelter in place and like all that kind of stuff in certain states. However, her state and my state had very few cases, and so we wouldn't do that if there was a bunch in our state. And so she came, and we did stay at home. We did not go out and do anything. We did, we went through the drive-thru a couple times, but that's about it. But she did come, and it was a dream come true. We were kind of wondering if, even though we had been talking for 3 years, we were like, what if we don't like each other in person, you know? Like, yeah, we had talked on Marco Polo, but like, being in real time with somebody is just different. I mean, you learn more about somebody. Even if you know everything about someone, you learn even more about them, you know, by being with them in person and spending that much time with them. So just to give you kind of a rundown on how our trip went and how well we clicked, I will insert the video. Okay, there is a little video where I get everybody expected this big extravagant video for when we met each other in person, and that totally was our intentions. However, when I went to go pick her up from the airport, it was a very late flight, and her flight got delayed by about 30-45 minutes. And so when I went to pick her up, there was a man waiting outside. It's like, you cannot stop and chit chat. Like, it's like load up and go. So we didn't get to do that really dramatic. Like, I didn't go in the airport for safety purposes. So I didn't go in to get her. So we weren't able to do that really dramatic thing. And I got my little sister, who, like I said, doesn't pay much attention. And I got her to try to record as much as she could of me. I got out of the car to help her load up her luggage, but I went to go give her a hug, and like, it was just very hard to do all that. And so we didn't get this big dramatic thing like you see on TV. I will insert where I got out of the car and kind of went to hug her, and then my sister kind of cut off the video. It's like, it's weird. Actually, I may not even insert that because there's really no point in it. You can barely see anything. But I will insert our first picture and then our entire time together and little silly videos and things that we made right here. that was our trip. We took tons of pictures, but still didn't capture all the moments. We had so many late night talks. We had so many fun random days, and because we were quarantined to my house, I feel like that actually gave us an opportunity to actually slow down and like spend more time together and get to know each other more personally, because we did have a lot of other things planned, but then like when all this started happening, of course things started shutting down. So we were forced to be at home. We were forced to go out and enjoy the nature. Not forced, but like we were forced to come up with different ideas than what we originally had planned, which in turn let us enjoy nature. We literally went outside and we were climbing those trees as you saw in the pictures, and like we were climbing trees, we were like digging for pebbles, we walked in the woods, like we saw this random thing hanging in the tree. We thought it was somebody. Of course, we went back the next day and it wasn't there, so that was weird. But anyways, we just really enjoyed being in the woods and stuff, and we actually went back home and realized we had been gone for about 4 hours. So that's how lost in time we got. And then we shot some guns. Pretty sure I included that in the clip. I don't know. I haven't inserted the clips just yet, so I think I have those pictures of the guns that we were shooting. And we did a bonfire. We went and looked at chicken houses and cows. There's just a lot of things that we probably would not have done had we not been forced to stay in. You know what I mean? So I am thankful for that. So yeah, sadly, she did go home. Insert the saddest 3-second video ever. But it just let us know that we actually are that close in person. We really had a... we sound like we're in this like romance novel, but we actually did enjoy each other just as much, if not more, in person as we had over the past 3 years, which just made it... We were kind of hoping for the opposite. We weren't, obviously, but we just like, we knew that if we didn't get along, it wouldn't be as so hard for her to leave, but we did. We got along really well. And also, as you saw in the pictures, we did get some new ink. First, she did get her face tattoo. She had a really cool face tattoo that says Dreamer, and then I got this one. As you guys have seen before, this is Charlie's drawing. I told her to draw a picture of me and her, and this is what she came up with. And then when Lakin got a little bit older, I got her to do the same thing. So I have Charlie's drawing here, Lakin's drawing here, and then Tucker's will go up here when he's able to draw. And then her and I got matching tattoos. Hers says... let me get it to focus. Oh, okay, there you can see it. It took me a second to get that to focus, but it says Polo with just a really simple red heart. Hers says Marco with a red heart in the same spot. So, the meaning behind that really, the idea came from the fact that we had communicated over that app for so long, but also the Marco Polo idea in the game is for someone to call out your name, and then when you want to be found, you say their name, and then they come and find you. So it's kind of like a friendship thing also, like we're across the world, like Marco Polo found you, blah, blah, blah. That kind of idea. Super cute, whatever. I love the tattoo, so... anyway, so, and we're always about some new ink, so shout out to Jeremy Crawford for getting us in and always doing a wonderful job. So anyway, that is that update. That was awesome. As far as like life-wise and what we have been doing, thank God that it has been so pretty outside, and even on the days that it's not pretty and it's like been like the day is pretty but it's been really muddy because of rain, I have just really enjoyed my kids. I'm not gonna lie, when things started shutting down and we were getting quarantined, I was like, as a stay-at-home mom, I kind of started panicking because I was just like, I just felt trapped, because sometimes getting out of the house is like my escape to be able to breathe. And so mentally I was freaking out. I'm just gonna be real awful honest with you. I was freaking out. As I realized how quickly things were progressing and how quickly things were shutting down, that's when I started getting scared, because I was like, what's next? What's next? And even still, as we speak right now, I'm just like, what's next? I don't know, because everything that I didn't expect to happen just keeps happening. So I started getting a little nervous. But then, you know, they extended the spring break for the schools, where kids, instead of being on spring break for a week, they'd be on spring break for about 2.5 to 3 weeks. And I was kind of excited because my daughter did just start kindergarten this year, and I miss her being at home very, 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 very badly. And so whenever she gets breaks and stuff, I know a lot of moms out there are just like, oh my God, go to school. But for me, I would much rather than be at home. I don't care how much they drive me crazy. I just know that they're with me and they're safe and they're happy, and I'm able to see them and spend time with them. I enjoy that. But just like anyone else, I have gotten wrapped up in time management, and, you know, it's just like when you get into the routine of things, you don't really want to break that routine. So it's like you wake up, I have 3 kids, and they're in various ages. I have Charlie, who is 6, Lakin is 4, and Tucker is almost a year old. And so they all they're at different stages in their life where they need different things at different times, and then feeding and blah, blah, blah. So thankfully, Brandon takes Charlie to school in the mornings every day but 1 day a week. And then I get up with Tucker and Lakin, and I feed them. And once I get them fed and everything cleaned up, and I either give myself a shower or just feed myself or just whatever, and I start picking up the house, it's time to eat again for lunch, and it's just nonstop. And then after lunch, if I go and pick up anything else, or if I even try to start a load of laundry, it's time to go get Charlie. By the time I get Charlie, I have to give them baths, have to do dinner and homework. It's just a nonstop, like, time just flies by in that type of mundane routine. And I'm just like, and so on top of that, I'm trying to do YouTube, I'm trying to build my channel, I'm trying to chase my dreams, I'm trying to do all those type of things. And so time is very limited, to the point that I just kind of sacrifice sleep in order to get anything in. And so when all this happened, I was just kind of like in a whoa stage, and that is also why I have not uploaded for a couple weeks, and I do apologize, because I know I did get on TikTok, and I have been doing those because it's a lot quicker to do those videos. It's not a big editing thing, you don't sit down, whatever. I know people think it's funny and it's crazy because I am 30 years old now and I'm doing TikTok. They're like, some people look down on it. For me, it's fun. It has made this craze of the world feel a little less heavy. It gets my mind off things. It makes other people laugh. It makes me laugh. I mean, it's just something to distract myself. So I was active there, but I was not active on my YouTube for the past couple of weeks. But I am picking that back up. But if you would like to go follow me on TikTok, this is my TikTok. I will have everything linked down in the description for my Instagram, my TikTok, for you to follow me on those, because that is required for the giveaway. Like I said, I extended that into this weekend because I didn't have videos up for my subscribers to see what the giveaway was. This is the giveaway here. There's 2 winners. The first winner will win this stuff, and then the second winner will win this stuff. And I will pick 2 winners, but all you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel and have your post notification bell turned on. Follow me on TikTok and follow me on Instagram. I think those are the only requirements for that. But then you just have to leave a comment. This video or any future videos or any of my recent past videos that you do see the giveaway, you can comment down below. Just leave your Instagram handle just so that I'm able to reach you, like I'm able to find you. If you are the winner, I can DM you. So I've passed time that way. I did want to go ahead and throw just ideas if you do have kids, like things that we have done. So we have been outside. Something that this whole thing has kind of caused me to do, or like kind of forced us all to do, and I just realized, like I said, I kind of got off track, but like I said, like this has been crazy, and it kind of scared me, and I was just like, oh my God. And then they got it to where they just completely canceled school altogether, and now we have to homeschool, and I'm just like freaking out for just like, am I able, like what do I do? What if I fail her? What if I am not what she needs for me, because she has a wonderful kindergarten teacher, and I'm just like, I don't know, there's just a lot of things that go through my head and a lot of doubt and all that kind of stuff. And so it was hard to see good in it, but then when schools got canceled, I was like, something in me was so excited because I had been looking forward to summer, but also so disappointed because she's in kindergarten and we won't get to finish out her kindergarten year, because like this is her first year of school. Like I wanted her to have all those memories, her first awards day, her kindergarten graduation, her, you know, all the programs that they had been practicing for. I will never get to see. That breaks my heart because of this. So that part is hard. That part crushed me, and I know that people all over the world are going through stuff and are crushed for several different reasons or whatever it is. I know we're all going through it. The good news about it is, and the good positive thing for it is the fact that it has forced us to slow down. It's not ideal. It's not the ideal situation. Nobody wants the fact that a global pandemic is what caused us to slow down. Nobody wants this to be the reason everyone slows down, but that's literally what it takes, because we are so wrapped up in like the everyday things that are so temporary that we forget to think about the things that are of value, like time. I did see a meme that said like the coronavirus has given us a gift of time. And it is, because once I did figure that out, and I was just like, you know what, things don't matter. I haven't been focused on YouTube. I haven't been focused on posting. And I literally have just slowed down this past week, and I have spent so much time with my kids. And it has been beautiful. I have ran, I have played, I have woke up sore. I have dug in the mud. We've splashed in water. We've just spent so much time together. And then today, my husband had the girls outside playing while I was getting Tucker to sleep, which he doesn't get to do often because he's always working, and he is still working, but Charlie's home, and so we're not having to do obviously we're doing baths, but not having to do like that bath at a certain time so that they can get in bed at a certain time, and we're not having to do homework like of that. This week we haven't had to. We will have to start back that on next week, but you know, those kind of things. So we took this time, and he played outside and played a game with them, and then once I got Tucker to sleep, I put the monitor on him and I went outside and joined them, and we just played and played and played. And then today my husband had the idea of just doing the like the flour and salt and water, like making that dough that you can bake, and the girls, he got this little cutout, all these little cutouts, and let the girls do cutouts, and then we baked them. Then after dinner in their bath, we let them paint them, and it was just something fun. It's just spending time together. It's just, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. And I really hope that this has helped you guys slow down. I know financially it's attacking us all. I know we're just like freaking out over here. Everything, the economy, all of it. But that's the obvious, and I just wanted to kind of shine light on the good. And sometimes it's hard to see the good in such a harsh situation. But that's the good of it. It's causing us to slow down. And just appreciate the smaller things. And even if you're working and you're not getting that chance to slow down, there's good that's going to come out of this. I truly believe that once this is all over, we're going to see businesses skyrocket like ever before. Your businesses that have slowed down are going to have sales out the wazoo. You know, restaurants and small businesses in your area, local businesses, people are going to flood. And it also, even if it didn't cause you to slow down, it changes our perspective. Like my perspective on just everything is just changed. It's crazy. But anyways, that's just where we are. That's where life is. And that's not really a life update for me because everyone in this world is going through it. And that's the other thing that's kind of a beautiful thing. It's bad. It's a pandemic, but it's like, it's weird to think that everybody in the world is going through the same thing, or most everybody in the world is going through the same thing. Like we all can finally relate on one thing. That's one thing we all have in common right now is we're going through it, and we're taking advice and things from people and places in different countries because they got to it before us, and like all these things. I don't know, it's kind of a sense of unity. It's such a negative thing. But anyways, I did see where a history teacher, I believe, posted where if you have kids, like this is going to be in like your grandkids' history books. Like this is like a huge deal. It is like we were living in history, which I know is like obvious every day, but like history books, like things that they will be taught about and learn about. So they had the idea of like, get your kids, which my kids aren't old enough to do it early on their own, but I'm going to do one for them, to make a journal of everything that's going on right now and like how you feel and what changes and different rules and shutdowns and all that are happening each day. And so I've kind of typed them into my notes, and I'm going to write those down, and I'm also going to print off the pictures of the bear hunts and the different things that we slowed down and did during this time, because I know that this was going to be fleeting, and I know that even though we will want to slow down, sometimes we just can't, because once life picks back up, it just does. But I just want to remember this. And for you seniors out there, I know that it's really hard right now, and I know that you're probably freaking out like I cannot believe I lost my senior year. But here's what's cool is like forever you will get to say that you were the graduating class of the coronavirus. Like you were the graduating class that got quarantined. Like no one can say that. There is no one that can say that in our living history right now. No one can say that. Nobody can say that the world was quarantined when they graduated, that the school had to shut down. Nobody can say that. You guys get to say that. So that's something cool. I know it's hard to look at it that way right now, but it's something that when you're older, you're like, oh well, my senior year I was quarantined. I didn't even get to go to half of my senior year because the world shut down. Like that's just, it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on. But anyways, I know this video is kind of long, but I just wanted to talk to you guys and update you guys. I will get another upload this week. Thank you so much for being patient with me. Again, if you want to enter that giveaway, all the details will be down below. I will give you guys one more week because I failed you. You guys did not fail me. Thank you so much for participating and thank you so much for supporting me. I pray you guys all stay safe, stay healthy, wear masks, wash your hands, do all the things. Love you guys. Bye.
Yeah.